what is the best way to brew pre-ground coffee? Pre-ground coffee will always go stale faster than whole bean. But the good news is that stale coffee is not bad or unsafe. It's just less vibrant. And honestly, a lot of folks are more used to that flavor than they realize. So let's talk about the best brew method to use when you have pre-ground coffee. Today, I have some store-bought pre-ground coffee that I'm going to be using and brewing with. Just to get a visual difference, I ground up some fresh coffee today, so that way we can see the differences. I'm not going to be brewing with both, but I wanted to show you that the grounds themselves are visually different, despite being very similar in grind size. We see chaff and a bunch of things left over in our fresh ground coffee, but the pre-ground coffee grounds just visually look different. Let's start with pour-over coffee. Here's some tips that I recommend for using pre-ground coffee with your pour-over brewer. Looking at your coffee to water ratio, if your coffee tastes bitter or harsh, try using a little less coffee. That can help reduce over-extraction. If it tastes weak or watery, add a little more coffee to your dose, and small changes go a long way there. Now, looking at the water temperature, pour-over usually likes temperatures between 195 degrees Fahrenheit and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. If your cup of coffee tastes bitter, you can try and let your water cool a little longer off of boiling to let it settle down lower. You could try even brewing closer to 185 degrees. This is because with a lower temperature, you have a gentler extraction. And then looking at brew time and pour speed, if your coffee tastes bitter or dry, try pouring a little bit faster. That will shorten the total brew time. And if your coffee tastes thin or hollow, slow your pour down. More contact time helps pull out more flavor profiles. Bloom is still important in pre-ground coffee, although you won't see as dramatic of an effect. When you bloom fresh coffee, lots of bubbles erupt. It's still important to get the grounds saturated at the start of your brewing process to ensure a thorough extraction of all grounds. Next, I want to talk about brewing on the AeroPress. The AeroPress is a no-bypass immersion brewer that a lot of folks love because of their portability, and they work really well with pre-ground coffee. That being said, most pre-ground coffee is a little coarser than ideal for AeroPress. That means it extracts more slowly. So the fix here is simple, use a little more coffee. Now, AeroPress usually likes water to be between 195 and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. But if your coffee tastes watery or under-extracted, increase the temperature to somewhere between 205 and 208 degrees. That heat helps compensate for the larger grind size. Another tip I have if you're brewing pre-ground coffee on an AeroPress is to increase the overall brew time. Pre-ground coffee has less exposed surface area than your typical AeroPress grind, so it needs more time. I would try infusing the coffee for longer than the standard 3 minutes. Don't be afraid of 4. And now we're gonna move on to espresso. Now, espresso is probably the last brewing method I would recommend for pre-ground coffee. It usually relies on extremely precise grind sizes and fresh coffee for optimal extraction. But that's not to say you can't use pre-ground coffee with your espresso machine. Right here, the machine I have is the Breville Bambino Plus, which comes with pressurized baskets. These baskets help regulate the water flow for you, even if the coffee is too coarse or if it's pre-ground coffee. That extra resistance helps you pull a more balanced and more forgiving shot. With coffee that's ground this coarse, crema is usually broken and thin. However, with a pressurized basket, the crema will still develop, creating an espresso shot that looks familiar. If I had to pick the best brew method for pre-ground coffee, it would have to be a filter method. So a pour-over or a drip machine would be great. This is because these slow method brewers are typically the most forgiving. But as I mentioned, you can definitely use some other brewing methods with some adjustments. Do you have any suggestions about using pre-ground coffee? Let me know in the comments.